Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sadashivasamarambam Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Narayanam Padmabhavam Vasishtam Shaktim Chatatputra Parasharam Cha Vyasam Shukam Gaudapadam Mahantam Govinda Yogindra Matasya Shishyam Sri Shankaracharya Matasya Padma Padam Chahastamalakam Chashishyam Tam Todakam Vartika Karamanyan Asmat Gurun Santatamanatosmi Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Padam Shankaram Loka Shankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashya Kridau Vande Bhagavanto Punah Punah Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvarum. Namah Shri Shankarananda Guru Padam Bhujanmane Savila Samaha Moha Graha Grasaika Karmane. Ata Panchamodhyayah Mahavakya Vivekah Yenekshate Shrunodidam Chadurmukhendra Deveshu Pranyamekam Brahmatah Prajnanam Brahma Bhakti Paripura Paratmasmin Dehe Vidyadikarini Udhe Sakshidaya Stitva Spurannahamidiryate Swadapurna Paratmatra Brahma Shabdena Vannitaha Asmi Teikya Paramaksha Tena Brahma Bhavamyaham. In these 4 verses, 2 Mahavakyas have been explained. First one was Prajnanam Brahma. The second one was Aham Brahmasmi. In the first one, Prajnanam was explained what is the nature of Prajnanam. And that is that which is there as the awareness or consciousness that is enlivening all the senses. And that very same one, which is the Prajnanam, is the one which is found in all living beings. Chadurmukhendra Deveshu Manushya, Ashva, Gava, Adishu, Ekam Chaitanyam, one consciousness alone. So that means to say, Jo prajnan mujh mein hai, mere man mein, mere hriday mein hai, wahi hai sab mein. That alone is in everyone. Therefore, that everyone, that is what is referred as Brahma, meaning that which is everywhere in everything. Therefore, it is Brahman. In this, it is the focus is on the Chaitanya, consciousness. Now, Asmin Dehe Paramatma Paripurnaha Vidya Adhikarini Dehe. In this physical body of human being, which is fit for knowledge. Buddhehe sakshitaya stitva spuran aham iti iryate. This second aham brahmasmi is focusing on the sakshi nature of the or reflected consciousness residing in the buddhi and illuminating every thought. So earlier one was about prajna. It's about how it elements entire physical body, senses, prana, everything, in everyone. Here it is in the physical body, in the buddhi, sitting there and able to witness all the thoughts that are going on, everything that is happening in the antakarana. And that very one which is there as a sakshi in an individual, Swatapurnaha Paramatma, Brahma Shabdena Varnitaha. How? Asmi iti Aikya, Asmi iti Aikya Paramarshaha Tena Brahma Bhavamyaham. That Brahman, which is Purna, complete, how does it witness everything? To witness anything, it has to be present. If you say, I witnessed the crime, but I never was present there, how can it be? So, therefore, the presence of that always in everything, and not only merely illuminating everything, but also witnessing everything. Upadrashta, as it is said, constant, close observer. You know why it is necessary? And as Bhagavan also said in Gita, Udasina Vadasinam. Udasin hai, yahan pe, it should not be misunderstood as indifference. Some people say, I don't care what you are doing. That is not Udasin. Bhagavan says, Udasinavat. In chapter 9, he said, Udasina. What is the verse? Nachamam tani karmani nibatnanti dhananjaya udasina vadasinam asaktam teshu karmasu. Teshu karmasu asaktam aham udasina vadasinam. Therefore, mam na karmani nibatnanti dhananjaya. So, udasin should not be misunderstood as don't care. Bhagavan is a sakshi. And then sakshi, if he is there in everyone, then it has to be a paripurna only, complete. Parimurtma paratma paramatra brahma shabdena varnida. And the aham brahma asmi. Asmi is the aikyatva there. Aikyam is asmi. That is the key word there. Brahma aham asmi. As I have explained also there, I am. I am means what? That in the presence as well as in the past, etc., in the future, always present. Asmi iti vakyena. Na bhavami, na bhavishyami, na abhavam. No. Asmi. As me. Aham Brahma as me. Now, having said this, comes the Chandogya Upanishad, which is the most famous Tattvamasi. So here it is said, Ekame Vatvitiyam San Nama Rupa Vivarjitam Srishte Puradunapyasya Tadritvam Tadidiryate Ekamevadvitiyam san Nama Rupa Vivarjitam Srishte Puradunapyasya Tadritvam Tadidiryate. So here, Ekameva Advitiyam Sat. Now, Sat aspect of it is taken up. Sachidananda Paramatma, Chid was taken as Prajnanam. Sakshi Chaitanya is in the previous one, Am Brahmasmi. And in Tatomasi, it is that. That means what? Temporally, spatially, far away from that. Away, long. Whenever we say that, we refer to something which is far away in space. That chair you bring here. Or that day, then it is time. So either by the time or by space, it is distant. So, Nama Rupa Vivarjitam Sat, that existence which is devoid of name and form, Ekameva Advitiyam, one alone, without a second. When was this? Srittehe pra. Before the creation of names and forms. So what was there? Sadeva Somye Itamagra Asid. Pure existence was there with no creation at all. Nothing called name and form was there. Srishte Prag and Adunapi. The same existence which was there before the creation is Aduna. Now also it is the same. Aduna api asya tadriktvam, of the same nature. Tad iti iryate. The word tat, even though Vachyartha is indicating something far away, Lakshyartha is that which is always present in the past, in the present, also in the future. That Sat, the pure existence, has no condition of time and space. So here it is said that this Tat, Ekameva Advitiyam. This Ekam, that word, Ekam. Ekam means what? One. Ek. Hindi mein ek hota hai. In English, it becomes painful. Ek. So, come here. No, Ekam. Ekam is one. Eva. Second word. Ekam, Eva. Then third one, Advitiyam. Three words are there. Because then we have to understand Ekameva Advitiyam. So Guruji in his commentary also writes, Panchadashi, there are 3 chapters he has written, 5, 10 and 15. So Chinmaya Mission publication is there if you would like to refer to. So it is said, Sadeva Somya idamagra asid ekameva advitiyam idi vakyena srishtehi pura swagadadi Beda Shunyam Nama Rupa Rahitam Yat Sad Vastu. Swagadadi Beda Rahitam. What are the Bedas 3 times?
Sajatiya, Vijatiya, and Swagada.
Sajatiya Beda, Vijatiya Beda, Swagada Beda. Differences are of 3 kinds. So, Sajatiya, Vijatiya, Swagata. So there is a mango tree. Then another mango tree is there. 2 mango trees. But they are not the same. The mango tree, one is short, another is tall. One gives the mangoes, another doesn't give. So there can be sajati of the same species. Or we can say that mango tree is there, an apple tree is there, and coconut tree is there. So tree, all right. But mango is not apple, apple is not coconut, coconut is not pear. So sajati, species is the same. But there are differences of leaves and flowers and fruits and other things. So when you say ekam, it does not have anything like it. Ekamev. There is nothing. It's a peculiar species, Some people are like, this kind of species I have never seen. You may tell your children about it. Where do you come from? What kind of species you are? Specimen. That is the best word. Specimen. Because no other like you. Specimen. Special specimen. So ekam. So that means to say that it does not have anything else in the same category. Ekam. So sajatiya bheda rahitaha ekam. That is one. Sajati. Then eva. Eva means that alone is there. Another jati itself is not there. Meaning a tree is there, and then there's an animal, then there's a bird, there is a human. Of course, human species is different from the birds. The birds are different species, and then animals are different species, and trees are different species, and aquatic creatures are different species, and then the insects are different species, and so many millions of species are there. That's called Vijadiya Veda. Vijadi, with no other species. Not in the same species also it is there, and no other species are there. Not of the same species, not other species. So therefore it is Vijaya. That is why it is said Eva, alone. Then in the tree itself, you have branch, you have leaves, you have flowers, you have fruits, you have roots, you have the trunk. That is called Swagada Veda. In oneself also, even in our physical body, head is not like, eyes are like nose is not the ears, is not tongue is not the hand is not the leg, all that. So Swagata, Swa in oneself, Gata is present Veda. Even that is not there, meaning it is Anavayavatvat. It does not have avaya or angas or parts. That is why it said Advitiya. There is nothing to. There are no limbs. So therefore it is said Ekam eva advitiyam sat. So existence is unique in the sense that it does not have any variety at all. So this glass is also there, the plate is there, the keyboard is there, the table is there, computer is there, you are there, I am there. So in all of them, even though appearing to be Nama Rupa, names and forms are there, but one common factor is am. That amness or isness is not something which you never lose, even if you are not remember it. Others remember it. He definitely is there. Why? Snoring away. He may not remember his existence, but I do. Others do remember existence. Did I sleep? Very well. I know it. You may not know it, but I know it. I can record and show you. So that very Sat, Nama Rupa, Varjitam, Ekam, Advitiyam. That one, Srishte Prak. Pradipaditam amasti asya sadvastunaha adunapi. Srishti uttarakale api. Even after the creation has begun, tadriktvam, Vichara drishtya. Vichara drishtya, by the contemplative understanding, tatatvam as is. Sometimes you may find a friend of yours after 20-25 years. Hey, you never changed. We say, because you're still upset like as before. But never changed. So I usually tell the joke, this fellow goes and hits another person in a park. Hey, Bhaskar, how are you? What? What are you saying? Hey, you are this. You don't remember? I do remember you. But you have changed so much. You become fat. Earlier you used to be thin. And you have put on color also. Where? You're living abroad or somewhere. Or you're drinking a lot of milk or what? And you put on muscles. And a nice dress you are wearing. Earlier you used to be very shabby. So many changes, so much changed in you. He looked at him. I'm not Bhaskar. So even though many changes have taken place in you from the day you are born until now, is it not that I am is always the same? Wherever I go, whatever I do, whichever condition I am, I never lose my awareness. I am. This aham, aham, aham. That's Satvastu. That existence, not necessarily I need to look at my body and remember my existence. Even the absolute dark place where I don't even see my body, I know I am. Even the dream, I have that Sat nature. Even in sleep, where I do not have any memory of anything, still I am Sat. So therefore, Tad, that is what is referred as Tad. Why it is Tad? Literal meaning is what? That. That means where we never had, nothing was there. Even then, that's Sat. Nama Rupa Varjitam Srishte Prag Yad Tat Vichara Drishtya Tadartatvam Lakshyate ityartha. This is called Lakshyartha, indicative meaning. Even when we are making any statement, some people will, don't take it literally, we say that. You're stupid. You call me stupid. Don't take it literally. What I mean is sometimes you behave like that. Don't take it literally. So why do we say that? Then we have to say in some Lakshyartham le lo, Vachyartham mat le lo. Then now we're studying Vedanta, we do Lakshyartha. So what Lakshya means? What it shows. Lakshyam. What it shows, indicates. So Tad indicates not the literal meaning of far away in space or etc. time. It indicates thatness which was there as pure existence in the past. Aduna api sritehe prag aduna api asya tadritvam, of the sameness. And it underwent no change. See, for example, the existence of snake is depending upon the existence of the rope. The existence of the snake is not independent of the existence of the rope. And rope's existence is not depending upon the existence of the snake. For snake being a projected notion, an image, and the projected image always depends upon the Adhar, substratum. The substratum remaining the same, the projection, Adhyasa, can constantly change. The Vishwam, the world, which includes all of us, being Mithya Rupam, constantly changing, while the nature of the substratum never changes. Etakashastito vayu nityam etakasho tito nityam vayu sarvatra gomahan. Then tata sarvani bhutani matstani tyupadharaya. All beings are in me, meaning what? I, the pure existence, in me alone everything is projected on, just like the space alone is, in which the air is continuously moving. Yata akashah stitaha nityam vayuhu sarvatragaha mahan, tata, in the same way, matstani sarvabhutani iti avadharaya. Know me as the substratum. In me, all the things are projected. The film screen says, in me, all things are projected. But even as the projection, before the projection, I was there. After the film is over, I am there. While in the projection, I am there. So awareness continues whether you have thoughts or not. In the thought, the awareness is the background. Without the thought, awareness is silently there. This is what we'll try to achieve during meditation, while the thoughts are dancing on the platform of the awareness, and when the thoughts slowly reduced and cease to be there, one comes to recognize the silent, everlasting, continuous presence of awareness. And then when the thought arises in that awareness, you know it is by choice. Awareness is not depending upon the thoughts for its existence, while thoughts do exist because of awareness. Like a dancer can dance only when the platform is there, and the platform or the stage is there, on the dance takes place. When the dancers are all gone, stage is still there. That is Satrupa. So that's why it is said, Srishtehe prag aduna api asya tadriktvam. Tat iti iryate, indicated as that word tat in Tattvamasi. Then what is tvam then? Shrotur dehendriyatitam vastvatrastvam swampatiritam. Okay. Ekata grihyate siti. Ekata grahyate siti. Tadaikyam anubhuyatam. Shrotur dehendriyatitam asvatratvam paderitam. Ekada grahyate siti. Tadaikyam anubhuyatam. Shrotuhu. Shrotuhu, meaning of the one who is the listener. Shrotuhu, Shravanadi Anushtanena. Mahavakyartha pradipatti dehendriyatitam deha indriya upalakshita stuladi shariratraya sakshitaya tat vilakshanam vastu sad vastu eva tvam pade iritam. Tvam pada iritam. Tvam pada, in literal meaning, when you say you, tvam means, you means I am, literal meaning is you. The moment when I say you look at yourself as only the body. I look at you only as the body. When I say you, obviously I'm referring to you as the physical entity. And you also recognize yourself when it is said you as the physical entity. But that physical entity is none other than supported by the constant presence of that deha indriya atitam vastu. Atra. Atra here, the vastu, the thing, vastu here, sad vastu, the existence which is not depending upon the physical body, mind, etc. for its existence, for existence does not have any limit. It is not limited by the upadhis. Dehendriya vastu avaditam vastu atra tvam pade iritam. That is indicated by the word tvam. So that existence which was there before the creation, present even now, where is it? In you as your own existence. My existence is therefore as ancient as even before creation. This is how one recognizes the immortal nature. Even before the creation, I was. Ahame ahamevam. Bhagavan Krishna says in Bhagavatam, I was there even before the creation. And I am there even after the creation it ceases to be. Paschadapi. After the creation ends also. So then you understand me not as the one who's born to Vasudeva and Devaki, but I am the one who was there before everything. That's why Krishna also said, I gave this knowledge at the time of creation. Imam vivasvate yogam proktavan. I spoke this about this knowledge to Sun, Lord Sun, before the creation. Imam vivasvate yogam proktavan. I am the one who spoke about it. Arjuna had the question seriously. Aparam bhavato janma, param janma avasvatah, katam edad vijaniyam, tum ado proktavan iti. How do I understand that you spoke in the beginning? Because your birth is later and Sun was born much, much before that. Krishna only smiles and said, Hari Buddhu, you're thinking, looking at me as the physical body. And because you have the आदत है आपका, सबको देख भाव से ही देखते हो. जो भाव आपके पास है about yourself is what you see in others. If I am looking at myself only as a body, then how do I not look at others as body? Because I have the habit of looking at myself only as a physical body, how do I change it when I look at others? About my own awareness, I have the misunderstanding. Obviously, I will misunderstand everybody. So here it is not to be understood that way. Therefore, it is said that ekata grahyate asi iti. So when the teacher says tat tvam asi, asi means what? You are, not you were, not you shall be. That's like asmi iti vakyena yat kaditam prahale. No, before Pura, what was said, Brahma aham asmi. It is a first person. No, that is what is it? It's called Tamo Purusha. Asmi. And it's a second person when you say Asi. So, Prajnanam Brahma and then Aham Brahma Asmi. And teacher, when he advises, Tattvam Asi. Tat Srishtehe Pragyata Vastu Asid. Tadeva aduna api tvam iti padena lakshyate. That which is being indicated as you. So therefore it is said, tad vilakshanam vasaha. So vakya gatena tvam iti padena lakshitam ityartaha. Edat vakyastena asi iti padena tvam padam samanadikaranya labdam padartha dvaye aikyam padartha dvaikya shishyam prati prastapyate idaha ekata idi siddham artham aha tad aikyam idi. So that very one, which is considered as the one which was the beginning of the universe, which is the very core of existence, without any of the forms which are present, is the same one which is present in everything, and that's what you are. Even though you are looking at yourself as only body, mind, senses, etc. But you must recognize your nature as Pratyagatma Sadvastu. I am the pure existence. So what it will lead to sadhana is, wherever you are, do not lose that attention, aham. Whatever be the thought that arises, good or bad or indifferent, I am a sakshi. I am witnessing this. I have a choice to take up a thought and act on it, or I have the choice to look at the thought and reject it also. But what we do is habitually, when a thought comes, we do not know how to handle it. We have to act on it. Because we do not see any other way of, we may postpone it, again it comes back. Whereas one who is able to shift the awareness, not postpone, shift the awareness. Postponing a thought does not end the thought. It will come back. I'm angry with this one, not now. I'll shout at her tomorrow. It will come back. Because you have already reserved it for tomorrow. It will come back. Mind is very, very, efficient about it. You wanted to shout, not today, tomorrow. I'll come. Don't worry. Whereas you shift your attention, the moment you shift your attention, it loses its hold on you. It's like watching a movie. Shift your attention to screen. The moment you shift your attention to screen, you see the tamasha going on there. So from the Deha, Indriya, Mana, Buddhi, all this, proceed to Vastu, that existence. And when I shift my attention to that, at once is the solution. You're not escaping, you are elevating. See, escaping is where you run away. You are running away. But in shifting, you are growing up. Udasin. Immediately up. Like, umpire, as I told you. Line, what called net umpire. Referee. Watching both the people playing. Not taking sides. But judging. Like a judge who judges the vada, pradivada, but he's not saying, I'm not interested. Chalo, kuch bhi karo. No. I am interested to watch, but I don't take sides. Similarly, as the thoughts arise and emotions arise, watch them, do not take sides, don't play favorite. So therefore, here it is said that it is said tat tayoho tattvam padartayoho aikyam pramana siddham ekatvam anubhuyatam mumukshubhi. Anubhuyatam. May it be experienced by you all. Do not leave it as a mere understanding, but anubhuyatam. The identity has to be experienced. What is to be experienced? In what way you experience it? Is it as a body? Body is not a bodily experience. It is not a mind's experience. Because our understanding of experience is, now let me explain this a little carefully. Experience is that we usually consider it as that which should be repeated. Isn't that true? I have a good experience of something, and I wish immediately, as even you are experiencing, you have a thought in your mind, may it be repeated again. Masala dosa. Next time also I must have this kind of masala dosa. So there is already an expectation, a hope, a wish, a desire created. And when that is what we call it as an experience, and then when similar experience takes place, it becomes strengthened. That's vasana. And when the contradictory things comes, you run away from it. This is not what I expected. So experience always leads to either concretizing that particular experience in the form of vasana, or a rejection in the mind as agitation takes place. Whereas Atmanubhavam is aparoksham. The next one is going to take up that. Aparokshatva. It is not something outside you to experience through the senses. Therefore, it never becomes a vasana. It never is a one which is in the form of a tendency to repeat. That is why Gurudev and many other masters say, meditation should not become a habit. Don't do it as a habit. Don't repeat it as a habit. The mind should be able to become mature enough to lead to meditation whenever, wherever you want. It is not time bound or space bound. It is the awareness elevated to a level. It is like a child when it is learning the mathematics in the beginning stages, 1 + 1 is 2, 2 + 1 is 3, 3 + 1 is 4. It has to memorize, right? Have you memorized your table? Have you not asked your children when it is in the first grade? Now it's in the college, MSc or MTech. Have you got your table memorized? What table? Now 1 + 1, 2, it's not a memory anymore. Is it a memory? 2 + 1 is 3 is a memory? 31 + 42? No, that table I never. I went only up to 40. So 31 + 42, you have not to memorize for what? It's awareness. You have to. Okay, 31 + 42. If you are thinking, then there's something seriously wrong with you. So how did that take place? Did you go on memorizing? So that elevation of awareness, I mean, in this field I'm talking about. So also in anybody who has been trained in any particular field, over a period of time, their awareness of it increases. Like a person learning music, thereafter he does not have to spend time to remember things, because the moment that particular note comes, this is the raga. This is what it is. So I ask somebody how to memorize. Swamiji, you don't memorize, just increase your awareness. So the awareness, when it is increased, there's no need for any more trying to remember it. Experience always leads to repetition. Whereas awareness is where it is spontaneous. The meditation should become a spontaneous. Yatra yatra mano yati tatra tatra samadhaya. Wherever the mind goes, there itself is a samadhi. Because the mind's movement is mainly towards the senses and sense objects. It moves in that direction only. Whereas the individual who has recognized its everlasting awareness as existence, as even it goes, it comes back. That's why yato yato anischarati manas chanchalam astiram, which is its nature. Satastato niyamya atmanyeva vasham nayet. The practice is done so that spontaneously an individual can get out of it, the usual tendency of the mind. So anubhuyatam, when it is said here, become, you uplift yours to that level of awareness. So meditation and such other practices can make an individual efficient enough to become able to meditate wherever one is. There's no need for him to confine to a particular, place and time and duration of doing it. Though in the beginning stages, unavoidably, we have to do that. Like as I said, the child, when it is learning the mathematic table, it has to be trained to do that. But then you don't get stuck there. Just move to the next level. that elevation, that maturity of awareness should become spontaneous. So that's why anubhoyatam, mumukshubhihi anubhoyatam. The sattattvam asti, even though it is Upadesha Vakya from Chandogya Upanishad. Now the next one, which is from the Atharva Veda. So he has already covered, first one is Rig. Rig Veda gave the Prajnanam Brahma. Yajurveda gave the Aham Brahmasmi. Samaveda gave the Tattvamasi. Then Atharva Veda. So from one Mahavakya from each of the Vedas. The first one is from which Upanishad? Aitareya. Prajnanam Brahma, Aham Brahmasmi, Brihadaranyaka. Tattvamasi is Chandogya. The next one is Mandukya. I am Atma Brahma. I am Atma. I am is this. So here, Swaprakasha Parokshatvam. I am Ityuktito Matam. Ahankaradi Dehantat. Pratyagatmedi Giyate. Swaprakasha Parokshatvam. I am Ityuktito Matam. Ahankaradi Dehantat. Pratyagatmedi Giyate. I am this, when it is said, this one means that which is I am idi shabdena swaprakasha aparokshatvam. Aparokshatvam. See, the word aparoksha should be understood. Apara akshaha. Para akshaha means others I. From the standpoint of outside, objectification. When I see an object outside me, it is called para-aksha, because it is not something which is a part of my own being, it is outside me. When everybody is able to see, it's called pratyaksha. Now you see, pratyaksha can become paroksha, and paroksha can become also pratyaksha. Seen by others, seen as outside, seen by outside can also be seen by others. Now you see, when I say I have a particular thought in my mind, that is also paroksha only. It is also objectifiable. Anything that is object of my thought is paroksha. Anything is an object of perception of anybody, it is paroksha. And now, whatever I have experienced as me is always paroksha. Whether it is a thought or a physical body and then experiences of the senses, all of them are to be understood as paroksha. Now, if you say, adrishtuvashayaha api paroksha eva, na pratyaksha. Adrishtuvashayaha, like swargadi. तो स्वर्ग है, नरक है, ये किसको मालूम है? See, the thing is, स्वर्ग है, वो नरक है, ऐसा वाला वो, in Vedas that are said there, in the ritual aspect of the Vedas, there it is said. No, that the Swarga, Naraga, Ityadi hai, yes, for someone it was pratyaksha. Without that, it would not have taken place in that. You see, nothing in this world can be an object of our discussion unless it had become to someone at some point of time a pratyaksha. Pratyaksha means evident. Without that, it would not have become a subject of discussion. And if you say that Swarga koi nahi dekha hai, even so it is said adrishta. Adrishta means unseen. You cannot see Swarga. But it was unseen for the person like you and me, but the one who had written how to reach there, for him it was pratyaksha only. Without that, it would not have taken place as a subject matter there. See, even as in the beginning, when they were exploring how to reach the moon, etc., I mean, nobody thought about it going to the moon, probably for many thousands of years. And somebody said the possibility of that going there, and when somebody landed there, is it not for that person it was pratyaksha? Even though today for us it's paroksha. Paroksha means what? An object. But for him, it is not. It is an experience, a thing which I've seen. He landed there. So that's why I said paroksha is pratyaksha for someone. And pratyaksha becomes paroksha for us. So, usko, I mean, you can understand that. What is aparoksha? Now, that's what is written. Swaprakasha aparokshatva. Aparokshatvam. ये पराक्ष का बात नहीं है, ये अपराक्ष meaning है, it is not something which you neither understand as pratyaksha, nor it is known because of somebody else. Your awareness is not because somebody told it to be so. I am is not because somebody had been telling me. Therefore, I am awareness. No, it's an Swaprakasha. Interestingly, I was reading that our Ramana Maharshi, Dehatma Bhave, Nyajado Samano. Deha Atma Idi Bhave, Nyajado Samano. In understanding about the body as oneself, both the man of knowledge and both the man of ignorance, samano, he says. Dehatma bhavegnya jadau samano. Ekasya dehe hrididipta atma. Dehe hridi deepta atma. For one, the ekasya dehe hrididipta atma. The self is self-illuminatingly present in the heart, and because of whose presence alone I know that I have a body. When I open my eyes and see a tree, actually I'm seeing the sunlight. The eyes are seeing what? Not the tree, the reflection of the light. Isn't that true? Science can tell you that. Are you seeing the tree or the reflection of sunlight? Which one you're seeing? Both? Oh, two eyes you have, right? Eyes can capture only the light. What else it can do? Eyes can do what? Only capture the light. What is it by capturing? Light. Shade and darkness and shades of the light only. So what am I seeing actually? I'm seeing only the sunlight. Everywhere I'm seeing sunlight only. I mean, of course, these artificial lights are also there. The eyes can't see only the forms and colors and shapes reflected, because where the sunlight has not gone in, the eyes cannot, fail to see it. Why? Because it cannot comprehend it. Because there's no light. Only the light emanating from the object is registered as forms. Like a camera, it can capture only the light. It like an external chakshu it is. Now, if you understand this, then what is Deha? Body is what? It's an expression of consciousness in that limited form. I come to comprehend as Deha. Deha means eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin, everything, including all of it. So what am I looking at? The awareness fragmented awareness is alone is I'm watching here. Grossified, fragmented awareness is what I come to comprehend or know as body. Ekasya dehe hridi deepta atma akramya deham cha jagat cha purnah. Akramya, occupying. Deham, body. Jagat cha, the objects. Purna, completely. So for the person, one who has this awareness is swaprakasha rupaha, and that prakasha rupa, prakasha atma itself, the brilliant of the consciousness, expressing itself through the physical body, mind, etc., which has come into the awareness, and that is what I am constantly experiencing. What? Swaprakasha atma eva aparoksha rupena aham anubhavami. That's why he said, Swaprakasha aparokshatvam iti yuktitah matam. Dehatmabhave jatau samano ekasya dehe hridi deepta atma akramya dehancha jagatcha purnaha parasya. For others who do not have this knowledge, meyam tanumatram atma. दूसरों के लिए tanumatram atma. Body alone is atma. Meyam. Meyam means that which is measurable. Meyam deham. Meyam means matum shakyate. Me. So, measurable meaning form which has a particular quantification, limitation. That alone is Atman. Parasya meyam tanumatramatma. So, aparokshatva of the nature of the consciousness, which is undifferent, non-different, undifferentiated, imperceptible though by the senses, all right, because if it is perceptible, it becomes paroksha. It is not, and if everybody is able to say it's become pratyaksha, it is what we call immediate with no media. Not with the eyes, not with the ears, not with any other. So without any media, when that awareness takes place, it's called immediate awareness. Media rahita. So with no medium. With no medium. You cannot see, but you know it. So therefore, Yesva Prakasha Aparokshatvam Ayam. That is what it's called. Ayam. This. So when the teacher is saying, I am Atma Brahma, the student looks at it, the hand goes where? I am. I am. So we also say, who I am? Where are you? I am. This. In Sanskrit, it's become this. In English, it is me, right? I am Atma. This self. This, when it is indicated, it does not mean, because the difference between I am and Tvam is indicated by the teacher as you, and the student understand it as I am. So I am Atma. So next line he says, Ahankara dehantat pratyagatma iti. It actually eliminates all things. Ahankara, Adi, ego onwards, Deha Anta, until the body. From the subtlemost to the grossest. Ahankaradi dehantan, Ahankaradi dehantat, Pratyagatma iti. Which is indwelling principle covering everything between egoity and the body. We'll see more of it. What is that ego which is illumined by the same awareness which also illumines this body? Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayah, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kasyid Dukkha Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.